You know, when people listen to Reno Omokiri and people like Bwala, I'm going to group two of them together because of certain similarities. When people listen to people like them, they wonder why they behave the way they behave. Let me start with childish Omokiri, the one that is making certain statements, insinuating that Peter Obi and Natasha have been responsible for hijacking his account. Well, when you wonder why he acts the way he acts, it reeks of desperation. You discover that the only thing that can make a grown-up man not reason properly to go against a greater good and go against the voice of reasoning, that thing, whatever be the reason, must be serious. And it's actually serious. One of those reasons is because of lack of job. Not that Reno cannot find a job in the UK where he is. Not that Reno cannot find a job abroad where he is. Or that if Bwala wants to work also, he will not find another job to do. But they are not as resilient as the Nigerian people. The people that through thick and thin find their way without government's help. The people that fend for themselves. Whereas in their counterpart countries, governments think for them, think for the people, have a lot of measures to cushion the effect of any form of hardship on the people. You know, the government has schemes to accommodate its people and to alleviate their sufferings. You see it in social welfare, you see it in child support, you see it in schemes for old people, you see it in schemes for disabled people, you see it in schemes for young people, you see it in several schemes that accommodates every group of person in the society, the sick, the poor, you know. But in a country where those help, those palliative, those supports are not there, forget about the handouts that they give, and there is no job, no employment, the people are just fending for themselves, and you wonder why how Nigerians cope, you know. So you see that they sort themselves out. But somebody like Omokiri, who found himself abroad, cannot hustle like most Nigerians do. He cannot hustle like most Nigerians do. You know, Nigerians abroad will do 6 to 9, will do 12 hours, 14 hours, double shifts, a lot to put body and soul together. But Omokiri cannot do that because he has tested money. He has been in government, been a spokesperson to a whole president, you know. That pride is there. He cannot even work officially in the setting abroad. That's what happens. No matter how professional you are, for you to blend there, you have to retrain in their system and find yourself blending. So an Omokiri who might not find the level of exposure in terms of reach to government facilities, resources, money, pays, who can no longer have the amount of affluence, exposure to wealth that he has had in the past, cannot stoop to do the kind of jobs Nigerians do and subject himself to meaningful engagements like Nigerians patiently go through. So he resorts to campaign of calumny. He resorts to childish display of clout chasing as a means of livelihood. So he can do anything. He would say anything. He will subject himself to anything just to hit it the way our politicians hit it. You know, it's only in Nigerian politics that somebody will become a government official today and life will turn around permanently. So he has schemed to find himself in the administration and it's not working. So he is doing it at all costs. His recent statement shows that he is in cahoots with the people who are trying to jail Senator Natasha. From all his references, you will discover that they are all working together, and it's so unfortunate that in this time when the whole world is watching our country, people like Omokiri and co will be rubbing potopoto in the face of Nigeria the way they are doing. And for Bwala, who is a refined legal practitioner, somebody we have always looked forward to listening to, and he sees life as being paid for a job. Life is much more than that. During the 2023 elections, let's say Atiku paid him to work for him. He worked for Atiku, said all sorts of things. It simply means that these are people who lack values, who lack essence. You know, life is about essence, like what you hold there. That thing you cannot relinquish for a muscle, for any amount of money. So to them, it's about doing their job. I'm a lawyer, pay me big, I will defend you and say anything. Lawyers choose the cases they can handle, they want to handle, the jobs they would like to do. But for them, it's the highest bidder. So pay me big, I can do anything for you. And then after the elections, the monies are not coming in blocks. He finds another way to go hit it big and get the kind of monies they can get. These are people that have tasted money. They're not willing to subject themselves to meaningful, sensible, day-to-day job and engagement to be able to have a living. They want to have it in blocks. That is why they will do this sort of things we see them doing. People who do not know that life is not just about having money and working. To have your pockets big, stay where you are by hook and crook, you know. So it speaks to their kind of people. What is in this life that's your basic earnings is not so enough, that it will be extraordinary earnings that come at the cost of humanity. So people should not wonder why Omokiri is clout chasing. His recent speech wants us to go and watch an interview he did. So he was just literally advertising his interview on Honest Bunch. That is why he feels that he can use lies to achieve that. Go and watch the interview on YouTube, watch it on Twitter, it will be playing by so time. Is it not what bloggers do? They woo people to go and watch. Say it ordinarily, people will try to watch, those that want to watch. You don't have to use your campaign of calumny to achieve that. That will be feeding on blood money when you run down people for a living. Then, are you better than the people you call Yahoo, and the people you preach to, and the people you call Nigerian youths who you think are given to the kind of crimes of scam? Let's leave Omokiri. He's very irrelevant.